And the reason why I started doing my business because I wanted to be an independent woman. I didn't want to work for anybody because I saw over the years how we've been treated as Black, and when we had accents, it was a little bit different and challenging. And plus, I grew up in the market with my mother, so I kind of had a passion for a very long time.
Hello and welcome to Life in the Diaspora show on the ITV. My name is Berry Umurerwa and Justin Hanyurwa is on the camera. So today we are very privileged to have a guest. Is a mother, she's a businesswoman, she's an entrepreneur, and she's going to take us through her entrepreneurship journey, and yeah, we learn from her. So Dee, welcome to the show. Would you please introduce yourself to us?
My name is Dee Tessie, and I'm from Togo, West Africa. I'm a mother of 3 children, and I've been here for 22 years.
Oh wow, 22 years is quite a long time in the US.
Indeed.
Would you please share with us like your first experience when you first came here and some of the first jobs that you did?
Okay, when I came here, I did a job at Dunkin' Donuts as cashier for a year. And then one day on my way to an interview at Jack in the Box, I met this guy. His name is Kevin, that helped me, a total stranger, that helped me get a job at UMC, which is now Banner, as a housekeeper. And I did that for 3 years or so. And then I transitioned to the caregiving field until now.
Until now.
Yes.
And much as a caregiver, but you are still a businesswoman.
Yes.
So I would like us to go deep into that. How and why did you decide to start your own business? What motivated you to do that?
The reason why I started doing my business because I wanted to be an independent woman. I didn't want to work for anybody because I saw over the years how we've been treated as Black, and when we had accents, it was a little bit different and challenging. And plus, I grew up in the market with my mother, so I kind of had a passion for a very long time.
Yeah, and just because you mentioned about how you grew up in the market with your mother, I was about to ask you, like, what the kind of environment that you grew in, could it have like motivated you?
It impacted me because that's what I grew up doing, helping my mother around. And since I was 9 years old, I had my little side business that I was buying candy from the market and selling at school, and biscuit, just those little snacks, to the point that I started selling lotions.
You've been a businesswoman
I think my whole life. Yes. Yes.
Yeah. So what kind of business are you doing?
I have a one-stop shop African store. So I sell fabrics, I sell hair stuff, beauty products, and food.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
And are they entirely if I would say that, African-made products?
I can say 85% yes, and the 15% because you kind of have to please everybody. So you want an American person to walk into your shop and be able to buy something, and also somebody that is totally like a stranger to also want to buy something that, okay, this is, I've eaten in my country for a long time, now here it is. So kind of international.
Yeah. And like those products that you sell here, you've talked about beauty products, you've talked about food, fabric. Where do you get them from? Like, I know they're from Africa, but which countries in Africa?
Okay, I'm from Togo. So basically whatever I will bring, most of them will come from Togo.
Yeah.
So the beauty products, some of them come from Togo, some of them come from Europe. And the fabrics, the expensive ones, the Vlisco, they come from Holland because that's the base where they're made. And the regular ones, the regular Ankara, they come from Togo because my mother is one of the biggest supplier there. So I just get it from her. It's easier.
So basically you get all your products from Togo, no other African country?
Just the beauty products. Some part of the food I do.
Like which countries?
I get supplies from Kenya, I get supplies from Rwanda, Uganda, Burundi, Tanzania, just a little bit of East Africa too.
Yeah.
Yes.
So the reason why I was insisting on that is because I know there are some other African people from those other countries. I just wanted to let them know that you did not leave them out.
Of course
when they walk into your shop, they can find different products from different countries in Africa.
Yes.
All right. So what are some of the challenges you faced along the way? And by the way, how long have you been doing this?
I started in the house.
Okay.
I started building my clientele from my home. I was going to school, working, and doing the business at the same time.
You were such a strong and business oriented.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
So what I was doing back then, I had a suitcase that I would take a little bit of everything in and put them in the back of my car, and I'll go from houses to houses and tell them, oh, this is me, I'm selling this type of product. So that's how I ended up starting my business here and building the clientele from home.
It's quite something that it sometimes fascinates me, because a lot of people that are doing business actually started just like you started.
Yes.
And so how many years did you do that, like back of the car selling? And
for 9 years.
For 9 years?
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
9 years.
You were selling from the back of your car?
For 9 years.
So now let's go from selling from the back of your car now to owning a big store as this we are seeing today.
Yes.
How was that journey, and how did you dive into it?
The transition was very, very scary. I started, first the building was a big building and it was too big for me, so I asked the owner to split it in half so I can just take half. So when I started with the beauty products, the clothing, and the hair stuff. And the opening was really nice. And somebody walked into me and said, but people don't use this product every day. Why don't you journey into food instead? I say, well, I did it in the house, but it's not something I have passion for. But then I'll try.
Yeah.
And that was the scariest moment of my life.
Yeah, I can imagine.
I didn't know where to start. I didn't know what people were eating. I know we eat some food from my country. So I ended up driving to LA to one of the supplier, and I picked a little bit of things that I know people might buy.
Yeah.
So that's where I started from. Yeah.
And so you started just like that. You picked some of the things that you thought people would like or they would enjoy, and you brought them. How did your clients receive that? How was the the perception?
They liked it. They said, well, now you understood the assignment.
Oh yeah.
Because we don't braid hair every day, but we eat every day.
Yeah.
So yeah, and it was a challenge. The beginning was tough because sometimes you encounter food that you buy but like nobody's interested in, so you either have to give it away and or throw it out or stuff like that. But it's business, it has its ups and downs. So, but I never regretted it.
Yeah. Starting a business, I know it's something scary, and that holds a lot of people back. How did you manage? I mean, despite all the challenges that you were facing, What kept you moving?
My passion and my determination that I wanted to make it. I didn't want to work for anybody. I wanted to be my own boss. So that passion is the one that drives me until today. So when I wake up, regardless of how tired I am, I still want to go to see my people.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So would you now say that that passion or that independence that you wanted in your life, have you got it now?
Yes.
How?
I am fulfilled. Maybe I haven't got it completely or fully yet, but I'm there. I'm on my way there. Yes.
And you so far enjoyed the journey?
I have.
Yeah. So what would you like tell someone who is like in that middle of the road, thinking about starting his or her own business here, or quitting their jobs, because they want to start to go the self-employment way? What would be your advice to them?
Well, I'll tell them not to quit the job yet until they're set and on stone to make sure whatever they want to do is working. I'm still working. It's not like
I'm gonna go back to that.
It's not like I stopped working,
Yeah.
not because I need to, but because I want to. But the first year or two of any new business is very challenging because you have to get income from somewhere and add it to make the rent, because whether you sell or not sell, the fixed cost has to be paid. The rent is paid, the electricity has to be paid, internet, whatsoever your bills are, has to be paid. So the money has to come from somewhere. Unless you have 6 months savings somewhere, then you can tell me, okay, then I'm quitting my job, then I want to do this. But why do you want to quit your job when you're not sure where you're heading? You want to make sure, give it a try 1 or 2 years and be sure that this is where I'm heading before you quit your job if needed.
Yeah. You talked about something like having where to get money to put in your store or in your business before quitting your job.
Right.
How did you do that? Did you have to first save for some time before? How did you get like your first capital?
I did. I saved. I worked 3 jobs.
3 jobs.
And then I went to school. So because
those were 4 jobs.
Well,
plus family,
plus being a mother.
Yes,
that way you don't even count it anymore.
Yeah, I know.
Because you don't get paid for that. So, yes, I saved because I had a goal.
Yeah.
So I needed to save to accomplish that goal. It wasn't a lot of money. I did not start with a lot of money.
How much did you start with? Maybe someone would be like, I have $500, how much?
If you have $500, you can start from home, and there's a lot of things that you can do with $500.
Oh.
Yes, a lot of things you can do with $500.
Maybe that would be another topic that we need to discuss. But you personally, how much did you start with?
I can't remember. It's been 5 years that I started, but then remember I started my business from home. So whatever I have in the house.
9 years from home, and then 5 years in the physical store.
So I brought the things I have from home into the store.
Okay.
So I had a little bit of inventory from the house. So I just added stuff.
So now, before bringing the inventory into the physical store, let's talk about the 9 years from the back of your car. How much did you start with?
That 9 years, I don't even think I started with $1,000.
Oh, really?
I don't think so. Because what I started with, I was buying creams and hair stuff from Africa, which is, the shipping is what cost the most, but like the price of the product is now like 0 to none. So with $1,000 you can do. And I don't even think I started with $1,000, to be honest with you, because back then $1,000 is a lot of money.
Yes. So do you get maybe this is a random question, but do you get your products direct from Africa, or you have a supplier somewhere in LA, like you said?
Yeah, I do both. Things that I can get cheaper myself from Africa, I get them. And things that I cannot get, they have suppliers that are business partners with us. We get them from them, like the flowers, a lot of the heavy things that come through container. But the fish and stuff, we get to bring it ourselves. Yeah.
Okay. So apart from coming to your physical location or your physical store, is there anywhere people could find your products, like maybe online? I don't know.
I'm working on online. I'm just a busy person. I have to find somebody to keep up with both.
Yeah.
But I'm working on the online.
So for now, people have to come to your
They have to
physical
come and
location.
see my face, yes.
Oh yeah. And I'm pretty sure they like, seeing your face. And
sadly, I told them I was somebody once asked me if Biden was to tell us to leave,
the US?
all of us, where would I go? I told them between Congo and Rwanda, which is sad. I mean, it's a good thing.
Oh.
Don't get me wrong, it's a good thing.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I abandoned my motherland. But yes, I enjoy having everybody around. And
Why would you choose to go to Congo or Rwanda instead of going back to Togo?
Well, first of all, my mom is from Congo,
Uh-huh.
but she left very, very young
Yeah.
and married my dad in Togo. So I tell them, hey, I'm your niece, I'm your so and so, yes. And then I learned the Kinyarwanda, not a whole lot, just the money part first. And I have to say thank you and all that.
Uh-huh.
So from Kinyarwanda, Kirundi, Kibembe, all of those.
Oh, wow. Wow. So as you can see, this is Dede's store, and she carries a lot of African made products, and this is something that anyone can achieve. So like we said in our show with Dede, we would like to motivate, to encourage everyone that has the dream of starting their own businesses here in the US or in Arizona to be particular, to start the business. You can do it. If she has done it, you can do it. So now I would like you to face the camera and talk to your clients, like your future clients and your current clients. Tell them anything that is on your mind that you would like to talk to them. Now it's a chance for you to market yourself. I know they know you, but yeah, do market yourself.
Okay, well, for those who know me, I'm Dede, and I cannot wait to see you guys. We have a joyful time when we're together. We curse each other, we laugh, we cry and all that. And for some of you guys that don't know me, please and come experience the new Dede. And please and come and teach me good things and the bad words in Kinyarwanda too, because that's the one I like the most. Yes.
All right. Thank you so much, Dede, for coming on the show. We really appreciate your time. And we cannot wait to host you another time.
Please, I'll be delighted. Thank you also for having me.
Thank you. And to our viewers, thank you so much for being with us today. Until next time, bye-bye.